Ever feel like the big guys always have their hands on the energy switch? Like, who really decides, you know?
Yeah, for sure. Energy control's a big deal. It's like one of those things you don't really think about until, bam, the lights go out.
Exactly. And today, we're diving deep into a project that flips the script, uh, reimagines things entirely. It's called the Cipitio Quantum Ledger. And it comes from the mind of Valeria Flores, a super talented designer from El Salvador.
So if you're into speculative design, and honestly, who isn't these days, this deep dive is going to be right up your alley. Flores' work isn't just about predicting the future. It's about, like, provoking us to think about, well, what could be?
Love that. Okay, Cipitio Quantum Ledger. Break it down for us. What's the story here?
Imagine El Salvador, right, but all powered by clean geothermal energy. Not controlled by some corporation, though. It's the communities themselves running the show.
Okay, hold up. Communities. How does that even work? Is
Ah.
this where the quantum part comes in?
You got it. So quantum computing is still kind of in its early stages, but it has the potential to totally change how we think about security and data. Like, take cryptography. Quantum computing could break most of the encryption we use today.
Oh, wow. That's kind of scary, actually.
It is and it isn't. It means we need new ways to protect information, which is where quantum-resistant cryptography comes in. And guess what? The Cipitio Quantum Ledger uses exactly that.
Ah, so it's like ultra secure.
Exactly. So secure that communities can actually have, like, real control over their energy resources without some big corporation or government swooping in and taking over.
Okay, I'm getting it now. So the ledger is like a record of everything, right? Like who has access to the energy and how much they're using.
Right. It's like a high-tech accounting system, but specifically for energy.
But you said ledger. That makes me picture like a big dusty book.
Well, yeah, it's like that, but with a futuristic twist. Flores actually imagines the ledger as a real physical object. Like, think of a beautiful artifact covered in intricate carvings and glyphs. Each glyph represents a member of the community, and they're all connected to this geothermal energy source.
I love that visual. It's like ancient meets sci-fi, and it makes the whole concept way more tangible, you know?
Yeah, and it really gets you thinking about, like, how technology and tradition can work together.
Totally. Speaking of tradition, Flores pulls from a ton of different inspirations. I read about Salvadoran folklore, global street art, even space exploration. What a combo.
Yeah, it's a wild mix, right? But it works because Flores is basically trying to get us to reimagine what technology can be. They're asking questions like, how can we ensure time serves humanity and not the other way around? And how
Right.
can we use it to make things fairer, especially when it comes to something as essential as energy?
Now, decentralized systems like this,
Mhm.
they sound amazing, but are they actually realistic? I mean, have there been issues in the past with things like manipulation or scaling problems?
Totally valid questions. I mean, decentralization isn't a magic solution, right? There are definitely challenges. But Flores is kind of tackling those head on by exploring them through this project. By thinking about the potential problems ahead of time, maybe we can find solutions before we hit those roadblocks in the real world.
That's a great point. And it's not like Flores is just uh, throwing out ideas, you know?
Yeah.
They're actually doing the work.
hmm
There's tons of research, frameworks, visualizations, and even simulations involved.
Yeah, this is serious stuff. The Scipio Quantum Ledger is a vision of a better future, but it's also a warning. Like, hey, technology is a tool. It can be used to empower, but it can also reinforce existing power structures.
Yeah.
It's up to us to choose which path we take.
Right. Powerful message. So in the end, this is about way more than just energy, isn't it? It's about, well, how we design the future we want, a future where communities are at the heart of it all.
Exactly. That's the power of speculative design. It's not about predicting the future. It's about inspiring us to create a better one.
Love it. Thank you for joining us on Exploring Futures. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with others who might love exploring the possibilities